Marvin, congratulations on the victory. How good did it feel to get that out there?
It was awesome. Like, they say every fight is the most important of your career, but this was special. It was the most important till now. I think it was off something that I didn't deserve, and I was off for like 456 days, something like this, and it was very. It was awesome to be back and get the win and get a dominant performance. I worked very hard for this, and this is the reward.
Is there extra pressure because you had a draw a couple of years back, followed by a loss, and then there was a long layoff?
There wasn't because as much as I worked on the body, I worked on my mind too, and I've been able to know myself, and I know myself too well to feel pressure for things like that. I know no matter where the feelings before and these days coming up, even though I felt great, but even if I didn't, I know I'm so trained to perform no matter what that I would have performed anyway. I know myself too well to feel pressure on this situation. I've been doing this for my whole life, and as much as I train the body, especially this last year and a half, I've been training the mind. Because with something like this, if you don't train the mind, you do something stupid, and you might. Compared to other things that happen in the world, it might not seem like something very bad, but if you really think about it, like for a fighter that not being able to fight, which is the only thing that you do, you can't just leave it and just go and do something else, because you're taking time off from your training, and you might, I don't know, like taking a year off, you might never come back, or like you might lose, you might lose it, even though I'm this young, and so to just keep the focus and train every day, like I almost had a fight for all this time, no matter what, how long it would have taken. Like it takes focus, it takes patience, it takes adaptation, and so I had to work on my mind too, and I learned a lot in this year, and I'm just here still to improve and to show that, I'm a contender. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, I didn't feel any pressure.
You talk about training your mind. I know Coach Rafael Cordero is a very spiritual person. He trains the fighters not only physically but also mentally. Can you talk about working with Kings MMA?
Oh yeah, I've been with Kings now for 3 years and a half. I think even my every fight in the UFC, I've been with Kings, and Kings is just as much as the technique is the spirit there. They have so much history. You can soak it in, and you get into another dimension. It's like before me, all these guys were in there and they made history. Just looking up to them and even training with them and just seeing how they approach to fighting and all this. Like, if you're smart, you cannot learn to be tough as nails, and just learn not out, just to give it all out. There's the Kings MMA spirit, and that's what you learn if you're smart enough to see in the gym.
You talk about the mental strength that you gained. I know recently, or it was a while back, when you went on to, I believe, Instagram, we're talking to all the haters and telling them to go to the bathroom sink and wash their mouth out.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
Other stuff. Can you talk a little bit about how bad was the hate that was coming your way at the time, and how did it feel to have that situation end for you?
Yeah, and no matter, I knew before, haters, now they had that to talk bad about, but if there wasn't that, they probably had something else, so they're always going to be there. But obviously, even coming from, a lot of it was also not being supported by the people around you, and that you think that they would know that you would never do something like that for the way that you've been carrying yourself through these years as an athlete. You would think that they would support you and say I believe this guy didn't do it. He's a hard worker. He would never put his career in such a situation for something stupid like this. But they didn't, and all the hate, because people would jump right to the conclusion. They're like, oh yeah, this guy's he's a juicer. This guy I knew, because I like a lot of guys. We look like we're in shape, but there are some crazy genetics out there. And yeah, for sure, some people do it, but no matter what, I'm not even talking about other people. I didn't, and for people to just jump in conclusion and just say oh, this guy did it, it's bad, and what are you gonna say to everybody out there? You're just gonna say no. You just have to accept it and adapt to it and just accept it and come back and show people that, you know, for the rest of my, well, now I'm paranoid. Now I'm not even if I'm drinking a bottle and it's sealed, I open it and then I drink it and I lose sight of it, I'm not gonna even drink it. So it did affect me. But even then, like, I mean, like, so yeah, I'm just gonna prove that it's not gonna happen again in my career. And at the end of the day, you don't have to prove anything to people. But yeah, for sure, like, if this is the only case, and seeing also the situation with Osterine and blah blah blah, if people look into it a little bit more, just without just jumping to conclusion, they can see what's going on, and they probably understand that I didn't do anything. But at the end of the day, I also don't care. You know, like, I'm clean here, and I know it, and it's over. It's past now. You know, we're here talking about a win, so it's great.
So this fight was a bit of a home game for you. You're based in California, right? So also you fought a former Ultimate Fighter champion. He tried as hard as he could to beat you in every way possible. You guys went toe to toe for all rounds. Can you talk about the experience of facing Cezar and getting the decision victory?
Yeah, I knew he came out strong. Like, I wanted to finish the fight. I had the speed and the timing advantage. I think I would land almost every jab that I wanted to, but he was tough. He didn't back down that easily. He tried a few takedowns. I was expecting him to slow down after the takedown, but he kept his own, and you know, it was a good fight. The guy came game, and he threw a few hooks, also good hooks, and which I didn't really expect. But, you know, I'm, you know, like, Rafael Correa always say this, you know, you can prepare for everything, but then in there it's a fight, so you have to adapt also. And that's what I did, and, you know, I felt good. It was good.
It looks like you came out relatively unscathed. So how soon till you?
Yeah. One thing I know, I have a hell of a chin, and I mean, you know, touch wood, but, like, yeah, you know, I can take a punch in case I need to, so it's okay.
Well, how soon till you want to get back in there? Are there any names of people that you maybe want?
A's up, and I want Borrachinha, man. I don't. Maybe I have to go through another few fights, but I don't care. I want him. I think it's a good fight. He's stand right in the middle of the cage too, and I don't think his skill set is that good, you know. And he's been hyped up a lot, but we'll see what he has if I ever get a chance.
Congratulations.
Thank you.